Hello, everyone. Happy
Hello.
Sunday. Happy Flag Day. Happy start of the week. Thank you for joining us this week.
Oop,
Oh, who's that? Me? No.
sorry, that was me. It's done.
Okay. Okay, because I didn't even check it on mine. I'm sorry. It's
Me
it's
neither, apparently.
it's a Sunday, all right. It's weird, but yeah, you know what? I should lower my volume too, just in case I do that to myself. There you go. All right, good. All right, we're all set. Well, thank you all for coming. Let's say hello to the audience first, and then we'll say hello to our guest. Well, I see that Christine is here and Lucky is here. Thank you for coming. And I'm here. I'm glad I showed up. Suki and Clint. And there's Christine again. And there's Sarah and Unertha. And that's about it. And today's going to be probably a little bit light because, as I mentioned in the chat, I didn't realize that tonight is the actual night of the new moon. So we have, oh, that's funny. So we have Seiran doing his fire homa. So it's going to be a lighter crowd, but that's okay because,
It's cozy.
yeah, I like cozy, right? So we'll start with Trista. How are you today and this week?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's been decent. I've been sleeping way better thanks to that vagus nerve thing, which is fantastic. So I've been doing that like twice a day and way longer than it suggests to, and it's working like a charm.
Oh, I
I
like
mean, I
What is this?
still, it's a vagus nerve stimulator. So like I put it on my neck and it
Oh,
vibrates and it kind of hurts, but it kind of feels nice and it's kind of in that weird in between, you know?
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's working because like when I sleep a lot deeper. So, but I'll still fall asleep later. Like if I don't remember to take my sleepy stuff, then, which I haven't been because of this. So, I mean, it's a work in progress, but I'm getting there and it's very cool. Very
Wow, that's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
Huh? I will.
Yeah.
I've done the, what do you call it? Not the binaural beats. The sound healers put out a bunch of stuff. And I've done a couple of those a couple of nights, but not anything steady, steady, consistent. But they say it's
Yeah.
connected to so much because
Well,
it affects you all the way down. So I
yeah, yeah.
probably
And
hope
this
with
is
other things too.
physical. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is actual physical on the neck as opposed to something you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah,
I like that. No,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna look
It's
into that.
really cool. Falsetto is the brand. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, as opposed to
cool
falsetto,
stuff.
right?
Wow, should
I
everybody get one of those, Trista? I don't, maybe. I mean, I'm not a medical person, so I can't recommend things, but check it out.
but your testimonial says it helps and you
Yeah.
have trouble sleeping. So
And my sister gave it to me because it helped her so much that she didn't need it anymore.
oh,
Wow.
oh, that's even better.
Pardon me while I eat blueberries. Sorry.
I just washed some blueberries too, and I forgot that I washed them earlier. I let them soak in the vinegar for too long. So now they taste
I
like
didn't.
vinegar and no one wants to eat them.
Oh, I
So
didn't
I'm gonna
even
see
wash
if I can
mine.
rinse
Is
them
that
again.
worse? That's probably worse.
Nah, I don't know.
No, you just
Oh
got all the
well,
bugs
whatever.
with it, which is
It
fine.
just
Just
builds the immune system.
they're full
Yeah,
of blueberries, so they're blueberry flavored bugs.
right.
Oh, I don't mind bugs. It would be more like fingers of whoever happened to pick this blueberry, which
And
is
you know
probably a
what'll fix
machine.
that?
And the chemicals. Yes,
You know
what?
what'll fix that? A little garlic clove.
Yeah,
Oh,
and also don't think about the potential shoplifter that got busted with a bunch of blueberries in their trousers because they came in and it's a couple
I'm sure
steaks in the
and they just put
trousers
them
and
back on the
the
shelf.
blueberries under
yeah.
the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that little hair was. I should have
Oh
known.
my
Ugh.
gosh. Here we
Oh
go.
goodness. All right, let's move on to Lucky. How
Suddenly
you
my
doing,
screen
Lucky?
goes blank.
Hello. Was there a question? Because Trista kind of confused me. I was really.
Oh, just hi. How are you?
Blueberries.
What do you got behind you?
Oh, America. I made a mistake. I bought a tablecloth because it had fireworks on it. But when I opened it up, it's only white in the middle and fireworks in the bottom and the top. So this is fireworks. I thought it was the whole thing was fireworks. Thought it'd be really cool.
Was this
Yeah.
Um,
Timu purchase?
no, it was dollar store. I was walking around a dollar store trying to because my wife wanted to get this medic um, makeup that well, it's not makeup. It's stuff to put on your face that I don't know why it's a doll store. My thought was if it's a doll store, there's a problem. But for her, it worked really well for her. And if it works for her, makes her happy, I'll buy it all. And then was like 5 per store with the 3 different stores.
Oh, you cut out for a second.
I bought it all.
Wait, wait, keep talking, keep talking. A little more.
Life
Okay, talk again.
and
Yep.
It'll come.
There you go.
Okay, good. So, moral of the story: happy wife, happy life.
wife, happy wife, and I saw this before as I was checking out, and I'm like, America! That way I can wear my green shirt, not worry about the green thing behind me. I can have fireworks behind me. Well, I have white behind me now. Oh, actually, it's
Okay.
very thin too. You can see my.
Well, there's kind of some color in there. So
Yeah, it's like a
like
shimmer.
we can imagine fireworks. Oh, I see some kind of pink something going on in there.
That would be the gnome banner that I had behind me. So that's
Okay. Well, I can imagine that it's fireworks, especially with like the lines in the way it's hanging.
yeah.
We can use our imaginations. It's fine.
When you buy for the dollar store, you get what you pay for, and I paid dearly for this.
The dollar store is the Timu of the real world,
Yes. All right, that's
or
good.
of the
I
brick
know.
and mortar.
I go to the dollar store, and before you know it, I
Oh,
spend
I
like
love the
25
dollar
bucks. And I'm
store.
like, what did I get at the Dollar Tree? But I
Oh,
get like, hydrogen peroxide and all that fun stuff. And I see that, who is it? Suki's got a fix for me. She's just like, Millie, sugar 'em and make jams. So I can make jam, blueberry jam. I love blueberry jam. I like blackberry jam, but
mm.
blueberry jam is good too. I like toast and jam.
Yeah, blackberry's pretty good, but so is peach.
Ah, I
Mm.
used to get peach and pineapple. My dad used to.
Ooh.
We always had a bunch of different jams in the house, and I remember I'd be like having to organize them because that was like my job in the fridge, and we'd always put them on the door. And I'm like, how do you fit in all these jams? I can't get them all in here. But yeah, and they even have guava jam. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Go on
Mm.
and on about jam.
that's like my favorite juice right there, guava juice.
When it's nice and thick like that, and you can taste the gritty, it's good.
Mm.
It's good. Nice and cold. All right. Well, how was your week, Victor?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it was great. It's capping off to be very nice as well. Where was I going? I was going with the sleep thing. I didn't sleep well for years, and now I don't have any. Now it's just like I am ready. Maybe it's from all the energy work I do every day or something, but now it's just like I close those eyes, I do my little ritual thing that I do, and boom, I'm out. I'm out
Nice.
before I even get to my final destination in my nighttime thing. I'm just
Oh,
out.
good.
So
Cool.
I
So
feel for
jealous.
you because I went years. I went a few years not being able to sleep well. So I know I've experienced it. So I'm very thankful and grateful for my ability to sleep now. So yeah. So I'll be grateful tonight for my sleep. That'll add to be the capstone of my week. Unless tonight is the very first day, as I like to say, of the new week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
So since it's Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
New stuff, good stuff. I woke up yesterday at 3:33 too. Like, if you
Ooh.
guys ever get that when you wake up like at the same time all the time. But I was like, oh, look at that. And I think last week I woke up one time like close to, it was 4:41. So I saw 4:44 hit. But I haven't been, but I thought it was so cool. So pour it in a jar with, oh, look at that.
Mm.
Okay. And I actually think I have some yeast because someone here decided they were going to try to make bread. But I have to make, it's in the little yellow packs. Oh, I love that I have people here that know that stuff. Okay, good. That's fun to try, right? We got
Trista's
holidays
raising her
coming up.
hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
now
No,
it's
it's not good.
escaping me.
Is it dangerous? No.
What were you
Sleep.
saying before that?
About
I
sleep?
think it's gone.
Waking up at angel
Oh,
number
waking up
time?
at the same
3:33.
time all the time. If you wake up at the same time all the time, you might want to check and see,
Oh, your
type
part of the
in
body?
TCM body clock
Mm-hmm.
and see
Yeah.
what's going on at that
I
time.
actually have a screenshot of that, but I don't get up like that anymore. But I got up last week at 4:44,
And
and then
once in a while,
yeah,
and
and
at
then
different
last
times, it
night, and it
doesn't
was
count. Yeah.
actually 3:33 on the nose,
Yeah.
and I was like, look at that. I was like, that's, I don't know. So I don't know if it's that that actually woke me up more because I got excited, and then I was up for a
Yeah.
little. But anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about ancient wood, okay? And we're going to talk about all those old trees that we have. And the most famous for me is Devil's Tower, which is definitely on that bucket list that I want to hit because, I mean, it looks amazing, and a lot of people go there all the time. And I thought it was in Utah, but it's actually in Wyoming, is what I found. So,
Hmm.
oh, are you okay?
Sorry. Yeah, I just had to
Okay.
my teeth.
Oh, blueberry stem. Oh, it could be something else. So that's good. That's good. Okay. We could have not told you, and you could have had just like a piece of blueberry on your
And it
tooth.
was the whole blueberry skin. It wasn't even just the stem. It was like just wrapped right over my tooth. It was great.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So anyway, so I definitely want to go ahead and go there. I don't know if any of you guys have been there. No? Yes?
No.
Maybe?
I've been to
To
Wyoming.
where? Sorry. Oh
Was
no.
But Devil's Tower?
I've been very close, but I have not been to the actual tower. It's on my list.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I'd like to see like when I get there if I could feel the energy because now when I travel to places and I really haven't been outside of the tri-state area too much. Um, I want to see if when I go
Right.
to places that actually are like nature places, if I
What
can
is the
feel the
tri-state
energy.
area, real quick?
Well, for me, the tri-state area would be New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
or I guess I can go New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania too. That could also be the tri-state area the other way.
Oh, okay.
For a while, it was Connecticut a lot. I think Connecticut's going to ease up and it's going to be Pennsylvania more. So it switches, but it's always New York and New Jersey in my tri-state area. It's just that other third state that fluctuates. You know. So yeah. So anyway, so yeah, the thing is that I want to be able to go to different places now, and when I go there, feel the energy.
Hmm.
Because although I always felt things or saw signs, I never felt energy like I do now. So now, after having done this like for a year and a half consecutively, twice a day, now I think that when I go places, I should be able to feel different energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We will see. So that's also another reason I want to go because I want to start going to all these places that are um, so magical. Even like
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of it right now in Central Park, which is Central Park. There's a place where I don't know what street it's on. I think it's like the Washington Obelisk or something. But I'd like to see the energy there because someone said that that's actually on a ley line. So
Ooh.
I'd like
Hmm.
to feel if I could feel any of the energies on ley lines too, just because I know for a fact that's a ley line. And I know some people get really fancy and they can tell you where they are. But I mean, I guess I'd have to buy a map again. I got rid of all my maps a while ago. Hi, Mary. You made me very happy with the
Don't
news.
tell Ben.
Oh, then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
All
rid
those
of all your
expensive.
maps.
Yeah, those Rand McNabb. I had them. I used to have them in the. Used to have them so I can reach them. They were always behind the passenger seat in those little
Mm.
Sea
sleeves.
pockets.
Yeah, yeah, the seat pockets, and I'd have the tri-state area and whatever. But
In Saskatoon, when I still lived in Saskatoon, my roommate and I had maps all over the apartment. Like that was our decorations. It was
oh,
kind of fun.
like on the walls?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that is cool.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It was super fun.
I had a world map up for the longest time.
Yeah, people would have the globes too and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's out of a
Well, I have like it's
globe
not a map,
somewhere.
but I have a world thing up there too
Hmm.
to
And for me,
to hide
that's
and
good
see.
because geography I'm like terrible at, so it's nice to look at it. But anyway,
Hmm.
speaking of geography, I'm gonna butcher some of these names. But they were on the thumbnail. So Mount Roraima in Venezuela, Sugarloaf Mountain in Brazil, Uru, Uluru in Australia, Staffa in Scotland, and Sigiraya in Sri Lanka are other places that are like Devil's Tower in Wyoming. And basically, the theory that I've come across after I had wanted to go there is that in fact these things are these any of these plateau shaped mountains have the potential to be actually ancient trees. And what I had read, to paraphrase it a whole lot, is that these ancient trees were cut down. I'm sorry, I have a hair in my mouth. Were cut down by angels that were sent down to prevent giants from climbing these trees to save themselves during the ancient floods. So that right there, when I started reading that, that threw me into a really big giant rabbit hole. Uh,
A
because
giant rabbit hole.
a giant rabbit hole because then I started thinking about like Jack and the Beanstalk and all of that fairy tale about how the giant lived on this. It was a beanstalk, but it was basically like it was taking it up to heaven, and So why the giants were saving themselves from these floods, and you look at the size of these things, and they really, why wouldn't they be a mountain? So,
Can you send me that list that you just read, Millie?
I can take a picture of it, but it's in my sloppy handwriting for sure.
Okay, because and just shoot it to me on Discord, and I'll pull some of these pictures up for us.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? They're going to be on the thumbnail. Do you have the picture of the thumbnail on Discord?
Yes.
So if you look on the thumbnail, there should be right on there, and then you might even be able to copy and paste it right from the picture, so you don't have to
Okay.
type. Okay,
Excellent.
thank you.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, so that I found really interesting because the other rabbit hole that I've gone down is about, and that'll lead us into like Tartaria and all that, is when they do these resets and how all these different books, not just the Bible, but all these holy books throughout talk about these floods. And that's something that they have in common. And these people didn't know each other, so everyone's talking about floods. Were all these floods to get rid of giants? And is this what they do when they do these resets? So these ancient trees, even though it's like, oh yeah, the ancient trees, it really ties into something way more nefarious. So I just wanted to cover them and see. Can we see the title? See? Uh, so Devil's Tower is
Oh,
the one right there. But see how they all have that same plateau kind of look?
Hmm.
I mean, and you could even argue that there's places in the Ground Canyon, right? Which they say, like we were talking about that last week, if
Hmm.
that's water erosion or if that's mining, right? Because I think the definition that we had all gotten, that it was, at one time it was the water that went through there, and that's why those places look like that. But if you look at them, they have a lot of those flat tops. So was it that they were all like an ancient forest, maybe, and it was a lot more lush, which is something that I
So you
got
know
from
what's
remote viewing.
so you know what's interesting too, because I haven't heard about this at all till you brought it up, and so I kind of looked into it a little bit today, and I was a little like, well, I mean, I like to start from a place of skepticism and then kind of go from there, but I wasn't really sure, like this was like I don't know, and then when I was looking into it and like I don't know what side of it or where I ran into this information that in petrified wood is made mostly of silica because when wood is breaking down, it brings in the silica to replace the wood as it's decomposing.
Hmm.
And so then I was like, okay, so then what's in these ancient structures or these structures, whatever they are? And it's silica. So that's really interesting. And I was like, okay, so then how is it explained that way versus, it being petrified wood? Well, because there's silica in the ground, blah, 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 blah. But so that it can form that way anyway. So that's where like the disconnect is from like, but it is very interesting though. Because I didn't expect that. I was like, okay, so what are these made of and what are these made of? Oh, it is the same freaking thing. Well, that is not fascinating.
That
It
is
is.
interesting.
It is. And I had my notes opened up, but I had them. I do Google private, and I shut them, and I shut my notes, and now I'm like sitting there. I was trying to type in what I had written before, but I had come across something that was really interesting about, maybe if I go back, right? If I hit the back key, it would save it. But it was basically talking about how when they examined these trees, they had also found like DNA in the trees. And I thought that was wild, but I
Wow.
almost don't want to go into that without having it so that, like a source, because then I feel like I'm talking out of my ass and I don't want to do
Do you
that.
recall what DNA, like belonging to what? Because I mean, everything is DNA.
Oh, well, DNA, like kind of like humanoid,
Hmm.
So if
In the,
the like the if so if an angel had mixed with a human and you had gotten a giant.
and and they found this in the trees, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is what happens when I look at chat for 3 seconds. Okay, thank you.
Well, there's a good. I highlighted Mary Wynn's comment. They say the giants broke the trees down, but see, I heard something recently that they were chopped down by lesser beings like us. If we're the lesser beings chopped down, because all these massive trees put out a whole lot of oxygen, put about what is it, carbon dioxide, that we
Mm-hmm.
need
Hmm.
to breathe, and so that we, the little people, chop these trees down to kill the giants. I also heard it that way too, Mary Lynn.
Oh,
So that way they didn't have anything to breathe where they operated, where they stood, or
Oh,
perhaps whether you think it's a firmament or just our atmosphere, perhaps the breathable atmosphere came closer to the planet and then killed
or
off the giants.
even just the sheer amount of oxygen that lungs that size would need versus what we do, right? So
mm-hmm.
that does totally make sense.
Oh my
That does
God.
make sense.
What it just occurred to me. Imagine if they had gas. Oh,
You
well,
were.
think about it.
Yeah, no,
No
I'm not
no,
wonder
trying to
they
it's
be
killed them
gross.
totally
off.
natural.
Yeah, no
It's
wonder.
it's totally natural. But and it's interesting because the theory that I had read with the angels coming down to do it is because they had said that the angels had just cut them so laser, like they're all cut the same
Hmm.
way. So for a human, if you look at the size of these
Yeah.
things, that would be like a monumental, like you would need like thousands of these humans to cut this wood like that. Like,
Unless we had the capability, like, I mean, if you look at like the pyramids and stuff that where we got a lot of the technologies from the ETs, or, so I believe, if that's the
mhm.
case, then perhaps there were technologies to do stuff like that as well that we just didn't carry into the future.
Okay, all right. Well, but then where would the
Maybe
rest of the tree go? How come it's
break
just a
down.
stump
It'll just break down and turn into soil with time,
with time? So it had
I
to
would
be a
imagine.
right. I see, and then Mary Wins is saying the giants went inside the trees when dying. See, I thought with that they were trying to climb them, but they went inside the trees, what to breathe? See, buried and
Hmm.
preserved with the volcanic mudslides. Millie went on so many pages. You know how we were goofing a while ago about how like I thought I had like a lot of pages, and I think I had like 7 to 11 of these tabs open. Well, I literally hit like I forget who it was that had a ridiculous number of tabs. I must have had close to 30 tabs open at one time, which I'm surprised because my
I
phone is
think
out
it
of
was me.
storage.
I think
Was
it
it you?
was
I think it
me
was just.
because
Well,
I'll have the infinity sign on my tab sometimes.
and perhaps to go with the whole technology to chop these down if they were in fact trees, perhaps it wasn't something. Perhaps it wasn't technology. Perhaps it was
Hmm.
our abilities that we had. Could you imagine? I don't know, 20 people standing around one of these objects and just boring through with their energy and just
That would
literally
be amazing.
cutting through it, and that could explain why it's cut in such a precise manner.
Yeah.
It could have
Because
also worn away, like with time, like erosion could have caused that, like where maybe they stood around and pushed it over with their minds. And then, over the however many years they've been there, it's worn away with wind and rain and everything else, just kind of created a nice flat top, perhaps.
Hmm. I don't know, but
Speculating, of course. I'm not a
yeah.
geologist.
It would just seem like a Herculean effort to get that like that. But I mean anything's possible because we don't it's so if you look at it also like with a whole reset thing, you don't know what we were capable of, right? Because there's
Hmm.
pictures that I've seen of these electric buses and there was talk like there was electric buses like in the I don't know early 1900s, and I'm like, well, if there was electric trolleys, how come there was electric trolleys back there and then they're acting like it's a new electric car just a few years ago when everyone started, with the Teslas and the electric cars. Like, so how
Don't
could
they,
that be
didn't
new?
those electric trolleys have to like run on a cable though? Because we had buses like that here until not that
sure,
long
cable
ago.
cars.
Yeah, yeah, but no, these didn't. And I
Hmm.
was like, what the heck? And and what's terrible is it's I used to watch the Quantum Businessman a lot, but he did a lot of episodes with someone else that he doesn't work with anymore, and they pulled all the
Mm.
videos, which was terrible because they really had a lot of really good stuff. And one of them they did
Or,
stuff and had pictures of that stuff. Or
or um, maybe it just couldn't, like that technology was limited to only being able to like sustain a half hour battery life or something like that,
Mm.
perhaps.
that's much
Excuse
like
me.
now, right?
Because
We all,
the world back then, you didn't have to go very far, very fast. Sorry, Lucky. Whereas now, it's necessary to go more than that.
Edison invented DC power. DC power was a big thing before Tesla fixed it and came with AC power. There were batteries big enough to run cars. The problem was the petroleum industry had a lot of petroleum, and they convinced Ford to go with petroleum rather than, well, alcohol or battery powered. That's what happened. There were battery powered cars, there were alcohol powered cars, and there were gas powered cars. But the petroleum industry said, hey, we've got a lot of petroleum. We'd like you to go with only petroleum. And Ford said, all right. No, he didn't. He said, give me some money. Okay. Help me build my factory so that people only work 5 days a week so they can have time to drive the cars in the countryside and make the country.
Oh wow.
That's
I know
interesting.
about this because I read too much BS. But yes, that's what happened.
No, that's good.
Edison had batteries that could run cars, and if we continued on that path, we would have a lot further cars. They would go pretty. They lasted pretty well. The only problem is when they stopped. They stopped. There was you had to get them to a station to charge, and they were heavy. It was abysmal, and that was the other problem. The batteries didn't have a gauge. You had to guess how long you'd go.
Oh
Well,
dear.
while gas basically had a way. Okay, we know how much tap. You know how much gas is in there, and then eventually they made the floaters or the empty, the way to register the gauge. Okay,
Yeah,
read too much.
no,
Yes.
but if you would have kept using them, that would have been great because I think eventually you would have been able to gauge how much you had. So that's actually really, really cool. Suzuki, yes, Tesla got bypassed and ran over. Yes.
Well, you think about it too, the battery aspect of it. If it would have been the chosen route, then the technology would have been tremendous very quickly, just out of necessity. More research, more money would have been put into it.
Right.
And, yeah, to your point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would have been good.
Without Tesla, our whole world would be totally different. And they said we would take we would be slower to advance. No, we probably have better batteries. We probably have a better system. We would probably figured things out. Just a whole different grid, a DC grid,
Different direction.
which is crazy. But
But are there not batteries found in Iraq and things like that made out of clay jars all over the place, like
the
ancient
magnet-
ones?
those were very minimal voltage. But the way they did it, they were mostly for ultraplating gold, that was the idea.
Oh,
Minimal. To charge a light bulb, you need a lot more power than that. So if there was a battery to charge a light bulb, it had to be a lot different, and that could just been one version, and they destroyed everything else because again, these kind of things use metals. Metals were used for other purposes. So, the battery to charge a light bulb, which was on the pyramids, could have been totally different. We know no evidence of it because they were broken down and used for something else.
See, I think that this is all really way cool because we have all this forgotten technology. So why wouldn't we have forgotten things in nature that were just, you just looked the other way or you got busy with something else. And even though it was like something that made up, like there wasn't a lot of people there. Like even like my town, like 30 years ago, my town was very much farmy and foresty. So if there was no one around, no, or not too many people around, they can get away with those things because everyone was really in the city, you know. Although for the cars, though, I think that they would remember that. But I don't know. But for the trees, though, my point is that if it wasn't really wooded, then there wasn't those trees for them to see to remind them, hey, or to watch it erode. Like Trista said, in time it would erode, where the rest of the trees went. Well, if you didn't see it, you weren't around it, you didn't witness it. So, and then there's that whole thing, if you weren't there, did the tree really fall down or whatever? I don't know if you guys have heard that thing. What's it called?
Okay,
I
if
can't
we,
remember.
I have a comment on that
Okay,
because I have
go for it.
opinions about that. So in
Okay.
my philosophy class in like my first year university, that was one of the things that we discussed is if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound, right? That's what the thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it doesn't because sound is a wave. There's sound waves. It will produce sound waves, but sound doesn't exist unless it hits an eardrum to become sound perceived in a brain. So there.
Wow. So does a deer count or something else or just a person?
Oh, a deer would count for sure
Okay.
because it has ears.
Okay.
So yeah, it would be perceived. So that's my 2 cents on that. Sorry, that's my little
That's
aside.
no,
I'm
that's
sorry.
interesting.
I missed that. I missed your 2 cents. I received a text from Boyo, so I was looking at that. I apologize.
Aw. Is he still partying?
So can you say it one more time?
Yeah. So the saying is, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it still make a sound? Well, sound it will create sound waves when it falls, but sound itself only exists as something that is perceived. So unless it hits eardrums, no, it doesn't make a sound. It makes sound waves, but it doesn't make a sound.
That's like super interesting. I've never heard that before.
My philosophy prof in the first year, that's what he said, and he was very, and I was like, that makes sense. I'm with you.
Oh,
So,
okay. So let's take it back to gas. So if you fart and no one's around to hear it and no one heard you fart, wouldn't they still smell it? I'm just saying. If you fart and no one heard
if
you
you,
fart,
if okay,
right?
yeah,
Which
So
is a
then,
sound.
which is a sound, but then people could smell it if it lingers and then someone shows up.
but then that's the
That's the
the
side of.
scent,
That's a different. That's a different. It would have to be
a
the
different,
hearing though.
yeah,
Right.
But
agreed.
but if that happened and no one was around to hear it, you would hear it. So you'd have to isolate it in a manner in which you didn't hear it.
Mm.
Because smelling it would be the second. That would be like
That's a different
smelling
sense.
the
Yeah.
sap from a fallen tree or something, or the freshly snapped wood or something.
Good analogy. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On the whole gas thing. All right. Hi,
Uh,
Diana. Your nerve. Okay, so were you able to did the pictures come up for the locations vector?
Yeah, they're on the screen.
Oh, okay.
oh, I think
I
she
thought
wanted
you
you to
were
find
gonna.
better ones.
No. I
Oh.
thought you were. I thought you had asked me what the names were so you could look them up.
Oh, you said, oh, I thought, oh, they're on the thumbnail and you could just use that. You
No,
wanted
I
me to
mean,
look up different.
no, I didn't want you to look up. You had
Oh,
said that you were going to look up, so I
oh,
was
I
like, well,
was
I'm not
until
gonna.
you said the thumbnail. So I thought that's what you wanted. My apologies.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We could still see them anyway. See, so, oh, these have even more than the trees smell when they fall. I don't know. I would think they do smell when they fall, right? Because it's greenery. I mean, like I could smell when they chop down a tree here, besides the smell of the chainsaw in the wood. And let me tell you, who was Kim Kitts came in and she was talking all about her chainsaw last week, and we got so much chainsaw noise towards the end of the week. It wasn't even
Yeah.
funny. I was like, "Where's
Oh
Kim
my
with her
God.
chainsaw?"
Yes.
Right? And I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh, interesting.
she went on like on your show to talk about the chainsaw, and then I think she was on Truth Wave talking about the chainsaw." So it's like we had all this like 2 days in a row talk about chainsaw, and then like a day passed and nothing, and then what Thursday was the chainsaws or Friday was the chainsaws. It was a lot of chainsaw noise.
We
So I've
should
had that
try
with
that
her.
with something good and productive and fun.
Well,
We'll
it
all
was
talk
something
about it, or we'll get Kim to talk about it.
she still loves her chainsaw. Her
You should have her on
chainsaw.
your show on Taco Tuesday, Trista.
I have
Oh,
a Taco Tuesday person chosen for
Well, for
this
the
week.
next one.
Hmm.
nice.
I don't know
Everything
if I
chainsaws.
haven't revealed it yet.
Oh, good. Is it the sergeant? No.
No,
Did you follow up with him? Sergeant
no,
Curtis.
no. He's got
We,
like 500,000 people following him now. I don't think he's coming
uh,
near. And there was something like about like media appearances, and I'm like, okay, he's out of my league.
You never know. It never hurts to ask.
Well, I
yeah,
did.
no, we
So
Oh,
did.
okay.
I
yeah,
made her email him. So, but you can fangirl him and email him again and be like, hey,
it's me again.
yeah, come on, I want you to come on. All right, let's see. You're right. Pink, yes,
I
the
have
pink.
50 more subs than I did last time I contacted you.
Right. Is that enticing enough for you to come on?
Yeah, but then he'll come on and give you he'll critique your entire setup and your sound system, and or does he only critique cop videos?
I think he
What
just
do you think?
critiques cop videos.
Oh, I've never watched this guy. Is
Oh,
he
he's good, but sometimes
a
he
snob?
interrupts too much critiquing because he critiques
I
the whole
love that
stuff.
though. I
But
love
sometimes
like
it's
his.
a little too much.
Wow,
So why don't you just walk into the police department and you can just go talk to one of the cops there? You might even meet some friends and you might be like, "Hey, I'll show up with donuts. They'll let you in." And you could say, "Hey, I do the show and I'd love to interview somebody. You don't have to talk about any of your cases
that's
that
okay.
are live." No. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could have a RCMP. What is it called?
Well,
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
got it
it.
right.
Yeah. Well, but so RCMP are federal though. They would be like so RCMP would be
oh, they're
like state
broken.
troopers
Oh,
kind of
really?
thing,
Okay. Okay. So what are your regular cops called?
and then regular cops like city police would just be like city police. So if you are in a town that doesn't have city police because you're not big enough to or whatever, then you would have RCMP there.
Oh, so you're missing. So we have another level. We have county.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have county law enforcement. Because typically, if somebody gets, as you've seen on Sergeant Curtis, if they get arrested, they go to the county jail, not
Hmm.
typically the police department.
And then state. Kim Kitts also knows. Is that the Arizona guy? I don't know if
No,
he's.
the
Is he?
Arizona guy is Frank Slope.
Okay.
I like him okay, but he's kind of mean sometimes. Like he makes fun of people, and I like that Sergeant Curtis doesn't make fun of people. And now there's also Sergeant Steve, who is also funny and doesn't make fun of people. He's also quite respectful. So he's my second favorite.
So you only like them
Sorry,
when they're in
this is
uniform and on TV? You don't like to show up and meet them in real life?
well, that's intimidating. So correct.
Oh, okay, I get you. Go in there. Okay. That's going to be a challenge. Okay. All right. Very fun. Yes, Frank. Look at that. She knows him too. You know Frank and Sergeant Curtis. Oh my
Oh, and
gosh.
Sergeant Curtis, she likes him too. See? Yeah, try
Right.
Sergeant Steve. Yeah, he's fun.
All right. Okay. So back to the trees.
Trying to keep track of all her men. Jeez.
I know, and yet you tell her go show up at the police station with a box of donuts, and she's not into that. And you could actually get one in real life. Like, what's the matter with you? That's great.
Would I want
Or
that?
the
I
Bullwinkle guys, right? The Royal Mountie wasn't that the one with
the
Bullwinkle?
Bullwinkle.
The guy, yeah, and he had that.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh no, that was
I think
Mighty
that's
Mouse,
Mighty
wasn't it?
Mouse.
Yeah, no Mighty Mouse.
What was the one dude, the
Mighty
cartoon?
Mouse, RCMP,
He had the
same
big
difference.
chin,
Oh,
and
now
he
you
would
look like 6'7".
sing. Um, who is it? There
What
was a
was that?
cartoon when most of us were young, and there was a RCMP, and he had a big chin, and he would sing. Lucky's
Oh,
shaking his head. Dudley Do
Dudley
yeah.
Right.
Do Right.
Yes.
Dudley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't he
Yeah.
sing
Oh.
Here I Come to Save the Day too?
No, no, he said something else.
No,
I
if
don't
I
know what
was
it's called.
fast,
Oh, he's
I was just gonna
googling.
say go get a
A
little
long time ago.
because
That
they
was a
even had
Bullwinkle
an
show.
SNL clip. Remember the SNL clip of the Mighty Mouse song? Who was that did that? Oh my God, that was so good. Where am I going to say that? Oh no, or was it the guy from Taxi that did it?
What?
It's driving me crazy. One of them did the "Here I Come to Save the Day" song, and I picture because he thinks, "Crap, I'm getting old. I can't remember it all." But it was definitely I thought an SNL guy. And Dudley. Dudley, I vaguely remember. Was he like yellow and red? I think that was Curious George. I'm thinking of. Which was he? And our wasn't Curious George the guy?
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Curious George is a
That's a
monkey
monkey.
without a
What?
tail.
I'm
No, I
just
know, but
confused
what was the
between
guy that?
those.
No, who was the guy that owned Curious
The man in the
George?
big yellow hat who owned George, who
Yes.
stole George from the
Oh, he was
African
a thief.
jungle. What?
He wasn't a thief, wasn't he? Like some kind of.
Yes, the man in the big yellow hat abducted George from the African jungle and brought
Oh,
him
I didn't know
to the
that.
city.
Oh,
Or
that's so
didn't
dark.
George actually hide in the man with the big banana hat or big yellow hat? Didn't he hide, stow away in his gear or something?
Actually, I really don't remember. That was in the story. The story's Basically, the ones I watched were for my son, and they were very sanitized. The cartoons were very, 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 very sanitized. So I don't know what the original books were.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that is
guy.
Dudley Do
Too
Right.
funny.
That is Dudley
I,
Do
I
Right.
vaguely remember him.
As
Yes, Penelope and Dudley. I don't know who Penelope is.
oh, and
Oh,
Snidely
there's
Whiplash.
Dudley.
Who?
Snidely Whiplash was the enemy. The bad guy was Snidely Whiplash, and then Dudley Do Right would save his girlfriend every week.
She get tied onto the train tracks, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Or
I remember that
Mm.
now. See, that's not one that I
His
watched that
chin
often.
is unfortunate.
He looks like an. I'm not saying it this
Looks like
week.
a what?
Because last week I was
What?
saying things. No,
No, we're
no,
talking.
no,
We're only
no.
talking about wood this week. So
I'm trying
let's
to,
not. Let's
but
let's let's keep it PG.
where's PJ? Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh,
Dudley Do Right would say, "The mountains always get their man." That's about it.
oh,
That was his catchphrase. So that was his motto.
Hmm.
that's an interesting motto.
He's a Mountie. Mounties get their men.
Mounties get their men. Okay.
It meant less back then. It was much more sanitized back then. Now it could mean multiple things in this kind of sort of
I
situation.
probably always meant multiple things. We just were more innocent.
Still innocent.
Yeah. I have a return to innocence.
I
I
don't know.
have to watch what I say all the time because I get in trouble. It's taken the wrong way.
Sounds like you're struggling with that return.
You know what I loved about Mighty
Yeah.
Mouse? Since I'm reading the comments in here, I would always like it when his little girlfriend. What was her name? Lucky, Mighty Mouse's girlfriend.
I had no Mighty Mouse had a
It
girlfriend.
wasn't Penelope, was it?
I have no idea what Mighty Mouse's girlfriend was.
But she would go, "Meow, meow, meow, help,
It's
help,"
is
and his ears would pop every time she go help, and his ears would go like this because he could hear her, no matter where he was. His little ears would pop.
I don't remember him having a girlfriend.
no.
I
I
just
didn't really
remember
watch
like
it very
Oh,
much.
no,
No,
not Mighty Mouse. It was
Pearl
Underdog.
Purehouse.
Underdog.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
someone
I
said
liked
Underdog.
Underdog.
Polly
Yes. Polly
Poodle.
Purebred. Polly
Mm-hmm.
Purebred.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Underdog. That's it. I know Underdog. I don't know Mighty Mouse, but I do know Underdog.
I loved Underdog, but I didn't get to see it very often.
Yes, me too.
You're
I remember
Canadian.
that one. Why is that banned in
Pardon?
Canada?
Do you say because?
I just mess with Trista all the
Oh,
time about being Canadian.
no, because there's things that are banned in Canada, and I don't know for what
Yeah, there's
reason. I
things
mean,
banned there too,
we
like
sent her
Kinder
things and then she can't
Surprises.
watch them. Who?
That's more of like a network problem, though. I said Kinder Surprises. You guys have Kinder Surprises banned there.
Oh, we
Well,
They're
have some
like,
kind of Kinder Candy that my
yeah,
kids make
but
me
it's
get
not how it's
automatically.
they're
supposed to
modified.
be.
Yeah. They're significantly
Because
modified because you
because
can't have
Kinder
candy with candy.
Surprises have toys inside this chocolate thing, even though it's like in a ball and whatever. Like it's not like you could accidentally eat it. So I don't know what the problem is,
Like a
but
Cracker Jack.
you guys can't be trusted with candy in and toys together,
That's
apparently.
true.
Do we not have candy? Because I remember getting the Cracker Jacks and just playing with the box so I can get to the toy. I don't even know what the
Hmm
hell I
hmm
would get out of the Cracker Jack box, but I liked it. So I don't even know. Oh my God. All
That
right.
is a
So
good question. The FDA makes it illegal to have toys inside of candy, but Cracker Jacks were allowed. I didn't think of
I
that.
wonder if it's because it's not a single serving or something stupid like that.
Probably they paid them off. Lobbyists, the FDA lobbyists got in
Or
and
because it was
Cracker
back in the day. Yeah,
Well, maybe because there
who
was a
knows?
military guy in the front in the military were too strong, and they told FDA, "You don't touch our Cracker Jacks." He was a fight. He was a
Yeah.
salesman. Sales.
they still sell them, but I haven't actually purchased a box of Cracker Jacks in so long. I have no idea if there's still a toy in there. They probably did away with it. Cereal boxes used to have toys too. I remember wanting certain cereals because of the toys, even though I was strictly Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles. Every
Yeah,
so
yeah.
often,
So you were
uh,
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs ever?
every so often, I'd like to mix my Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with my chocolate Cocoa Pebbles, because it would add the crunch. Because Cocoa Pebbles you had to eat very fast because they got very soggy because they were very little.
So you
So I
never
would
ate Count
no,
Chocula
no,
or
not really.
blueberry,
No,
blueberry.
no, I didn't like that one. No.
So people actually ate those because my cereal came from the bottom shelf in those plastic bags.
Oh, I remember
Oh.
that aisle. Yeah, I know, I
Because
know.
all those are on the display. And my mother said those are only for looking. Those weren't real. They were just decorations, and we had to get ours from the bottom shelf. Oh, you like
Uh,
that one? This is the same thing. It's just in a plastic bag. We didn't know any better.
oh, that's good. I know.
So according to, well, not Google, I guess this would be DuckDuckGo's AI. Cracker Jack toys are embedded in a snack that is not considered a choking hazard for young children, while Kinder Surprise eggs contain toys that can pose choking risks, leading to their ban in the US. This ban is due to regulations that prohibit non-nutritive objects in food products, which Kinder Surprise violates. I still don't understand
Me
why
either,
the other one
because
doesn't
we've gotten
violate
them
it.
here,
I
but now I understand why when Dad travels, he used to show up with them. Not they're not into that anymore, but he
I,
would show
I
up with
need to
like a sleeve.
pause.
Okay.
DuckDuckGoose has AI now too.
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo. Duck.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. It has for a while.
but why? That's what you go. That's supposed to be the. Okay, forget it. Everything's got AI now. Why?
They're not so great though, hey? Like
They've
they
ru-
sold out to someone, I can't remember who, but they're yeah, DuckDuckGo
they
isn't.
ruined everything. Everything's got corrupted by AI.
AI.
Even before AI, DuckDuckGo had like they became affiliated with somebody that I was not impressed with, but I can't
But you,
find another alternative that actually gives me more than three results and things. Like I tried Brave, but it just
So
wasn't.
Mary Wynn sent me this really cool video, and it's only like 5 minutes. We don't have to watch the whole video, but I don't know if we're allowed to watch somebody else's video though.
we're not
We're not
Mm,
allowed.
monetized. Don't
Like
worry
it
about it.
has. Oh, okay, because it's
good
got
point.
like.
We'd lose the money we'd make from people watching our video, and we don't make any money from people watching our videos. So we can do anything we want. We're free. We're not copywriting. We're not saying it's ours. So and we're doing it um,
Yeah, it's Mr.
informative.
MVD, which a lot of us watch, but I'm trying to see if it has like if I can go right to where the trees are, so like we're not watching the whole video. But it's a cool.
I've
I
got
don't know,
two pics, Millie, of Mount
you got them?
Roraima in Venezuela.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was number two. Okay,
yeah. I'm gonna
cool.
share it right
Cool.
now.
Who's that woman? She's pretty.
Is
Yeah,
she
let's see.
bathing in the waters of the
Is
Why
mountain?
did
she
I
it?
pick that picture? Jeez.
I don't
Okay,
know.
hold on.
Is she your cousin?
Maybe.
Actually, yeah.
Also,
Looks like
that's a
hey,
far view of the lady in the river, but look at that sucker! Wow.
that looks like meat.
See, Lucky.
What? I'm actually looking at the meat. I mean, the mountain that looks like meat.
It almost looks
Oh,
like
it
a slab
does.
of like a steak.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Interesting.
That is. And look how flat it is. Like it's just like see, like that's what I'm saying. Like if it was, let's say, humans that went around cutting down these trees, they would really need a lot of extraterrestrial help because look at the size of that. Like even the
Hmm.
tree that Trista later on showed us that, she went to go visit with her family, that was a pretty massive tree, and that wasn't even anything near this. This is like, look at the size of that. That's like a whole island out of the water looking thing. That's
And it
huge.
does look like it's made out of wood.
Hmm. I wish it was over. That's what I was trying to look at the pictures that Mary sent. I was trying to see if it had like an overview so that you could see, how they have like the circles in the tree.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Like
I
the
don't know what
rings.
the rings. Yes, the rings. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But I
Karen
don't
made the
see them.
point
Ooh.
that glaciers would shear the top off during the ice age. That makes sense.
Of the trees.
That actually, yeah, totally makes sense.
Hmm, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, he's got the locations, but I don't see where he has, and he's got these like holy, he's got these leaves that are actually. I'm gonna send this to you because I think she only sent it to me. Well, I'm gonna put it on our on Nuestra Tabla Rasa, and right in the beginning, 14 seconds in, he's got um he's got a leaf that actually looks like it's huge. Hold on a second. Send it to the right chat. Boom. Okay.
You want to play this video, Billy?
Oh, I would just say like even the first few seconds of it because just to do a comparison, like look at the size of the leaf there compared to what is that? The Empire State Building. It's like massive,
Okay.
which would make sense, right? Because the leaves had to be huge, especially if they
Well, they needed to have huge leaves to cover the giants because they
well,
didn't
I
have
don't
clothes back then. They just had to
no.
wear a leaf, like Adam.
No, well, to make the oxygen, right? So, like, if they're breathing in all this stuff, and think about like everything else, right? Everything else would have had to
Can you?
be bigger too. And no, what loincloths? What? Uh,
Yes,
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 yes.
exactly. Like,
A fig
because
leaf.
they didn't have the loincloth, so they had to use leaves, so they had to have really big leaves.
So because
Hopefully,
they're and the coconut trees had to be big, so they had big coconut shells.
Oh, like on Gilligan's Island, how they would wear coconut shells for.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it Gilligan? All right, I'm going to add the video so our audio might be a little jumpy here for a minute.
Okay.
But I'm going to put this video in here so we can see it.
Right, the animals are bigger. Yes, that's my whole point, Karen. Sorry, I can't keep a thought today.
All right. And are you ready to play it?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Guys, yesterday I put up a video about what looks like a massive ancient tree and evidence of branches and leaves laying next to a huge stump. In fact, one of the leaves measured taller than the Empire State Building. I want to take you to the location now, and here we go. And the area that we are looking at is north central Madagascar, right in this area here. There are more than one example
Oh, I
of
have that one
what
on my
look like
list.
to me ancient tree stumps with quite possibly large branches and large leaves in some cases laying next to some of these very huge structures. This is one that I showed you guys yesterday. Measure this thing and you can look at the side view even on Google Earth here. We'll go side to side. There's the stump. 4,000 foot on this side over here.
See, it's got no rings.
A little taller on this side, about 4,150 feet. It's over 8 miles wide. Look at the miles, 8.45 miles. We could set the entire city of Nashville and all of its suburbs right there quite comfortably.
Wow.
If you go to the left, which would be about the 10, 11 o'clock position, all over in this area, you'll find what look like leaves and branches all over the ground. Here's an example of one here. There's many, many, many examples.
This is awesome.
This one here we're going to measure real quick.
Yeah, that's what Krista was
show you
saying
just
then.
to
That
kind of
they
put
would
things in
just-
perspective, how long that thing is compared to something that's very tall. So we'll measure from top to bottom. And we'll go in feet, 1,596 feet.
Wow.
That one branch is taller than the Empire State Building we showed in a video earlier, right there. I think it's the same exact branch that's on the ground, taller than the Empire State Building. And there's others. There's many others. So if you look around, you'll also find many more examples of these
That's what you
leaves,
said,
like
Krista.
right here, big, huge branches. To me,
Don't even have to watch that. That's what Krista said. That you wouldn't notice it. And I guess the population there, I think it's echoey because I'm not. Yeah, the population there, no one's there. No one's in the forest necessarily. Like it's totally. I don't want to say totally uncivilized, but it's not. It's not like it is here where people would notice because there's no one around. And then you just see it dissolving or disintegrating right into the earth. That's pretty wild. That's exactly what you had said.
I don't remember saying that, or
You
I'm
were
unclear.
saying that the trees, because I was like, well, would the rest of the tree go if the tree's cut off, right?
Oh, that it erodes. But the
Then
thing is,
right.
erosion though takes so long that even if you're sitting there staring at it, it's just not going to happen in your lifetime. It's going to be like thousands of years at
Yeah,
least.
well, these things are thousands of years old. That's why. That's
Right.
what I was saying. You know, like,
But you
but
had said
yet
something
it's
about
not
like,
completely eroded though. That's what's
Or
so wild about
oh
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
or if they were actual trees, maybe the process of cutting them preserved the base of the tree, the root of the tree, or what's it called, seared it or something, so it was not weathered. But what happens to trees? It doesn't take thousands of years. If it's actually organic material and it falls onto the ground, it's going to get eaten up by all the bugs and everything else and the fungi, and in the matter of a couple years, even if it was that size, I bet it would be gone in 10 years. And of course, if industrious humans found that wood easy access, why not? They could probably live in it. You could probably just build a city, just carve a city within it,
Mm.
and do anything you want. Or you could do it, make a heck of a bonfire.
Or an arc,
Ooh, yeah,
Well,
right?
yeah.
if the stumps were cut or the trees were cut down before the glaciers would have pushed everything off
Mm.
somewhere else,
Ooh, that's
down
good.
to Arizona, where all the petrified wood is found in Arizona.
Oh,
Hypothetically speaking,
Oh,
if they weren't
wow.
volcanoes.
petrified
Oh,
wood. If
lucky.
I understood correctly when I was looking that up earlier, I think that it has to form underground. Something about the groundwater and the minerals underwater that are underground that add to it as well. So I think petrified wood normally um, forms like actually
Hmm.
beneath the surface.
And this makes me think too, as maybe when we created this simulation, this version, this iteration, we just got lazy and thought, hey, let's throw in a bunch of stuff just to jack with ourselves when we're going through it. And
Maybe
this would be one of those things
Yeah, I
that
would
would,
do that.
what
Yeah,
they
and
do say, Dolores Cannon says that like someone that she had regressed and like she had called in some an ET or whatever and asked about the Nazca lines and what they mean, and they were like, it was a joke. It was like the alien or the ET who did that like literally did it as a joke, and they don't mean anything. It's
but
just
yet they're
art.
cool pictures. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
cool
yeah, it's
art.
just art.
That's wild. Well, that could be it too. Yeah, and then these leaves stayed behind. Why? You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
like he's still making out these leaves that in that video now with Mr. MBB. So why do we still like there, you don't see leaves in the United States where Devil's Tower is or anything else? Like I don't know. I just think it's so maybe this tree was up until they maybe all these big ancient trees didn't go down at the same time, like we
Hmm.
think. You know. So I don't know. It's just it's out there. Maybe I need to get on a different plane of existence here
And you know,
to
and then
process
like
all this, make sense of it, open up my
we could
mind.
also we could also argue that like from the opposite perspective perhaps that you know nature there's patterns in nature that repeat over and over like if you look at like the eyeball and like the patterns in like the iris of the eyeball compared to space kind of thing and then like they'll compare the patterns in leaves to like different fruits or whatever
like a
so
snowflake,
perhaps sorry.
like a snowflake,
Hmm.
like
And like
the crystalline structure. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. So seeing like the leaves, like the images of the leaves forming in the ground, I wonder if that's something where it's kind of that microcosm repeating on a macrocosm kind of level, as opposed to it actually being a leaf that was formed there, or or left there, or whatever you want to call it.
I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna watch it because that's the first one. I watched a bunch of shorts this week on all these different trees, and I did watch a couple of videos, and none of them spoke about this. So
Mm,
kind of wild. No, no,
it is.
none of them spoke about the leftovers, and I really didn't sit there
Yeah.
thinking about the leftovers. And then you're like talking about erosion, so now I'm like, yeah, really, where are all these leftovers? Lucky's idea about it being pushed over, and that's why you have all the petrified wood there. That's good, you know, because
That
it.
or And even breaking down, because it is going to have a chance to decompose in a different way when it's not attached to its living organism. Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like if
Mm-hmm.
that tree trunk is there, it's not gonna. Yeah, yeah, you got
Yeah, and
me.
this one's by the ocean. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Hmm.
a whale ate the leaves. I don't. I don't know. What else would it eat? You know what I mean? Something in these
Well, leaves are
specifications.
going to break down easy. It would be the like giant tree trunk that would be like, where did
Right.
that go? But even that, I think, over the thousands
Yeah.
of years or millions of
Like
years or however
giant
long it is, I
driftwood.
think that could break down.
Sure.
And I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would imagine.
I don't know. I think that definitely that it's something to go into, and it did lead me to other rabbit holes like Tartaria and things like that, which one day like I'd like to cover that too, or like
I
we can cover it in different sections because there's a lot to that one too.
I did end up more open-minded about this than I thought I was going to be when I first started looking into it. I will say that.
Oh, good, 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 good. Because I don't know, like I didn't think of it till I started like looking at things. I always knew I wanted to go to Devil's Tower, and I never knew what Devil's Tower was. I thought it was just some other plateau. And then when you look at the
Hmm.
Southwest and you look at the Grand Canyon, and you look at all these places, you know, then it's like, oh, maybe it isn't that. But whatever. Well, thank you all for sitting here and
Hmm.
talking about this with me and exploring this and that because we got into a little bit of that too, and I like it.
Yeah, fun topic.
Yeah. And have a great week. Do you guys want to say anything in closing? Next week is our party. Next week we will be 1 year. So it's officially Trista's week, but I'm sure we'll all be talking about different things. And then Trista will have her week.
That's our 1 year extravaganza.
Yes. And it's funny because as you said that, I had one of these lightnings that like kind of like went on forever. It just flashed 3 times out of my eye. So that's
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So yay. Thunderstorms. How fun. All right, guys.
Mhm.
Well, I bid you all adieu until we do this again next week.
Awesome.
All
Well, thank
right,
you,
take
Millie.
care. Thank
Have a
you.
great
Mhm.
life.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Namaste, everyone. Love you all.
Love you.
Love
Bye.
yous.